Hey everyone, this is Shawn Phillips here.
Hey everyone, this is MJ Kelly.
And this is our commentary track for our Dark Knight movie review with special guest Joe Franz. And one thing about this scene here, if you notice, doesn't it sort of seem like that was added in? Like that computer scene?
It wasn't though, I was really sitting there watching that.
It was actually sitting there, we filmed it in the dark room and lit it a certain way. We had to actually darken it up a little bit more because when we first did it, it was like, wait a minute, I think you can tell a little bit that that's the Joker.
I know, it's funny is, from the side, it doesn't look like I'm wearing the makeup on my face. I actually was.
You were. We actually had to go outside and do all...
getting that makeup on was not easy.
Yeah, that makeup was a pain in the ass.
And also, we got some, ridiculous comments why didn't you go and buy the Joker costume? The thing was,
I saw that Joker costume.
We saw it. It's actually not very good.
And first of all, we needed to do this video at a certain time. If we wanted to order that Joker thing, that would have taken 3 weeks or something. But we actually went to Goodwills and certain stores and looked for these things.
Yeah, this actually looked better. I mean, it looked more authentic. It looked more like the one in the movie. The Joker one, it's kind of like the Willy Wonka costume, the Johnny Depp one. I actually put that together when I played Willy Wonka at Halloween once. The costume itself for that is this cheap Halloween thing. It's really bad.
And one
looking.
thing, if you always notice about Dynamite when they're sleeping, they're never under the fucking covers. You notice that?
Their glasses are on and they're never in pajamas. It's
they're
really
always
cartoonish.
laying on top of the bed. You know what I mean? And that's that laughter that that was me.
I know. This is what really killed me about this video is people loved it so much, and I'm glad. I'm really glad everyone loved it. But the thing was, I could have done way better. I was not in the right mood to do it at the time we were doing it. I could have. I know I can do that laugh way better. I can really do the Joker laugh really well. Plus, we did this part of the parody before we saw the movie, so I didn't know exactly how Heath Ledger talked. So I had to do it.
All we saw was those 3 trailers.
I know, and you didn't really talk much, so all I could do was Jack Nicholson's more. But the thing was,
now this scene though, we got to talk about this because this keeps getting all these questions. Is this an Amish guy or something? It's no, this is Alfred.
It's Alfred.
This is a spoof of the scene in Batman Returns when Alfred brings Bruce Wayne fishy swallow soup, and then he spits it out and goes, "It's cold." And Alfred goes, "It's supposed to be cold, sir."
Yeah, that was one of our favorite scenes. It's almost like nobody remembers Tim Burton's versions or something. You know what I mean? That's why it kind of shows you if you don't remember. It's either that or maybe it's just since there was no fighting, that's why you don't remember it. But that's what it was. And actually, this isn't the first time we've done this version either. I mean, the scene we've done
one
it
of our
in
old things. Yeah,
back in the days of
VCR editing.
Yeah, exactly. VCR editing was when we did it the first time.
And the funny thing about this scene was it's me back there. You can tell because who could mimic me? And now that fellow in the back, that Murph in the back, what is that?
Well, I thought originally it was supposed to be there was a guy who was about as tall as me. We were going to get to be dressed up back there.
We can tell you who it was. It was going to be the guy who was in Lust for Blood.
Yeah, it was going to be the guy in Lust for Blood who was killed in the shower. It was going to be him in that, but we couldn't get him that day, so we just dressed up the sex doll.
And we went to the sex shop and we had to find the cheap one, the cheapest one we could find.
But that was big enough.
But it had these fake boob things that stuck out way too far.
You can't even tell from that distance.
You can't tell though. But what else could you get that would look like Murph and put back there? You know what I mean? It's not like you could put a teddy bear or something. You got to put something back there. The one thing that's different about this video than the other videos though is we actually filmed this with the professional camera.
Yeah, a friend of ours in Hollywood said we sent this to him before the stuff with Joe Franz was filmed, and he says I felt like I was watching a real movie. You're well, thanks. And it just kills me though how with that when I was doing the Joker, like I said, I feel. Also, you'll notice later how I'm taunting them as the Joker. It's more comical. It's I could have done it really twisted and really messed up. But the thing is, I didn't want it to get so off course to the point where it wasn't funny anymore, where it was just more creepy, because it's supposed to be because this is a comedy video. So,
it's now you can do the Joker voice perfect, because you've seen
it.
Yeah, I can
do it perfect now, and I can also, if I was in the right mood, I could have done the laugh really good, too. So...
the thing is, people need to realize, though, is, when we first started doing these, movie reviews, both of us didn't really have jobs. We were pretty much free as birds for a long time.
Yeah.
So then after in the last 3 or 4 months we really started working a lot. So we aren't really filled with energy.
Yeah, so that could be part of it. And the thing is
But I think you did fine though.
Yeah, I did. I think even in spite of that,
this was so difficult though. For some reason, the internet brightens it up a certain way, so it's really difficult to get it for it to like look perfectly.
You can tell that we didn't really do this video much for Batman. We did this video because for the Joker.
Now the thing about this Batman though was there almost wasn't a Batman that looked any good at all because we could not get this 1989 Batman mask on your head at all. We kept pulling.
I was originally like thinking should just like forget it, but it's like we had to. I thought, am I gonna have to like cut my hair and grow it back? I'm like, I'm not growing this back again. Like I just. I had to squeeze it on real slow. It was so uncomfortable.
I remember it kept pulling in your hair, and you're like, "Ow! Ouch! Ouch! Stop it! Ouch!" And it kept going, "Ouch! Ouch!" And it kept pulling all your. I think some of your hair got pulled out.
It was bad. It was like imagine like putting a tight thing of rubber squeezing on your hair. It's really not comfortable.
And like I think the new ones are made differently now, but I think this scene was like I really liked that way this went. I especially love the punch in the balls with the jiggly jello sound.
The noise, yeah, like. This first scene, when we were editing this together, that first punch right there you just saw, I could not stop laughing. I was on the floor laughing because of the way that went.
I think I edited this together when you were here, too.
I was, yeah, we both sort of edited it together.
I think it was like, because like we really wanted to turn out a certain way, so I wanted to make sure you were here.
I know, I really do think, out of all of the ones we've done, this one is like, geez, this is like one of our best.
It seems the most professional and like the most time went into it. Like some of the other ones, we would just rush them so fast. So like
yeah, there was a few I can think of that were rushed, but this one
like
was
Fool's
not.
Gold was the most like that and Jumper.
Like, Jumper. Like that's to this day it kills me. We could have done a really good one for Jumper. Another one is no matter what it would have ended up rushed was the first one I think of when I think of rushed was Forbidden Kingdom, but with this one it's like. You know, it's one of the best.
I'm ashamed slightly of that Forbidden Kingdom one.
I know that's like, what the fuck were we thinking? But with this, now in spite of the fact this is one of the best reviews we've done, I know like a lot of you loved Dark Knight, but it wasn't the best movie ever. I mean, everyone's like,
no, it was fine. It was
really good. And
it was good. It was
don't get me wrong,
Heath
really Ledger was amazing in that. He was what made that movie. But the thing was, some of the films we've seen, out of all the parodies we've done, some of them actually, I really do think were better than Dark Knight. I'm
you
just saying.
Can't say like a movie like. There Will Be Blood was better. You know what I mean? Like, There Will Be Blood's a better movie. You know what I mean? Things like that.
I know. It's like, I really think, like, WALL-E... Actually, I don't think that counts because we didn't do one for WALL-E. But the thing is, with something like that, there's not much to say. It's just a really good movie, like a perfect movie you just see.
Now, originally it ended like this with Don Murphy just, like, breaking out. And then, like, they got... No, I think it ended... No,
we didn't have much of a big idea for a big ending.
No, originally we were going to end it with, like, my dad coming down or something. But then we met Joe
He's like, what the hell are you guys doing? Or like maybe they fell asleep watching a Batman movie or something happened, but then when we ran into Joe Franz that one day at 7-Eleven, it just came together.
I know.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I know. He was a great guy. And don't worry, everyone. We'll definitely be doing tons more things with him.
You don't be thinking like, oh my god, I only saw him once, so we're going to see him again. You'll see him again, and who knows, maybe you'll see someone else too.
Who knows? We're working on Ben Affleck and Charlie Sheen, and
I don't know about Ben Affleck.
Why not Ben Affleck?
I don't know. I couldn't see him doing stuff with us. Or could he? I don't know.
I don't know. I'd like to hang out with Ben Affleck and Don Murphy meet Ben Affleck. Like, what would we do? Go eat hot wings?
Why not? The thing is, I'd much rather eat sushi.
But didn't you like the way these scenes flowed?
Yeah, and you notice the flow of the video really... It's not like the whole video had one flow and that's it. Like the flow and the feeling really changed when Joe Franz came on after Batman and the Joker ran off. And actually, the thing is, the whole thing with the Joker, at least in the parody... That's the whole point, is the Joker got away. It's like that, remember that old classic song when we were growing up? Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg, the Batmobile lost a wheel, and the Joker got away? That's sort of, it's kind of true.
The Joker got away.
Yeah, just think about that.
And now people who are wondering, we're not going to do a ton more parody movie reviews.
Yeah, I was going to say, as far as we know, this is technically the last big one. Like, we might, if there's another one that comes out when we have the time, we'll do it, but the thing is, we'll still do, like, desk reviews, just reviews alone, but, like...
We really want to do more adventure shows.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that, because it's been an hour, like, at least a year since we've done that, but...
the last official, like, adventure show that was actually out in the town was The Return to Frayne.
I know, and then after that was Jeopardy, and that technically was an adventure show,
Everyone
but it was
should look
more
at
like
that.
a game show.
I kind of like that. There's like the game show we made.
The thing was, it wasn't like going anywhere. It was just us in that one spot, but...
But the thing is, all it was the game show, you know what I mean?
So that's the thing, like, would it be at them outside the building walking in, but... Yeah, with this, I think the thing is, like, Saw 4 being the first parody review we've done, like, that really took off. That was one of our best ones with Saw 4, and it was really a good way to start it. I think if The Dark Knight is our last parody review, I think it's a good one to end on.
But don't worry, there's not. People keep wondering, Don Murphy's like the end thing. It's not going anywhere. Please don't think that.
People would really worry. I mean, we appreciate that you're concerned. Thank you. We really like the fact that you want us to stay, and we will. But we promise you, if we really were going to quit and end it, which we're not, we'd make a huge video of us explaining it and saying why. You know, even if we were quitting Don and Murph, we wouldn't be doing videos. We still do videos.
I know.
So, yeah, but I guess there's not much left to say. But, yeah, we're glad that a lot of you liked watching this.
So, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks to everyone who subscribed and for sharing all of our videos. And, well, anything else to say?
Well,
Catch you later, home squeeze.
yeah, I just wonder what the next Batman movie will be like.
Don't ask me. I just
All right,
work.
then.
I just work here.
Talk to you later.
Talk to you later, and peace out.